Yeah, no, that it gets worse. There's this one. It's like, I'm going to drink your blood now. Oh, no. I'm going to drink your blood now. Or, I'm not even going to drink me? Touch you with my feeding organs? No. I'm going to delicately extract the good stuff out of you and leave the rest of you. No. And then I'm going to drink it later in a nice wine goblet. Ah, my God. Where have we gone? We've been playing for so little time and already this. However, I do want them to convert. I will convert them and then I will bring them to our side. This makes sense to me. And in the meantime, we will feed from them when needed. I guess. This colonist is considered guilty. You can freshly banish, execute, or arrest them, and others won't be bothered. They won't be bothered, Shed. No bothered. Alright, well, dear God. Dear God. But Parker, I'm going to let you have it, because, you know, it's probably not that warm. Oh, actually, no, it's not too bad. That went in a direction really quickly. It went in a direction. We're just going to leave it at that. A direction went in. Wow. Yeah, I could straight up make them us. However, I will counter that point. Yes, I can make more vampires. But if I make them into a vampire, I can't eat them. And well, actually, I probably could. If I make them into a vampire, I can't drink their blood. I probably still could cannibalize them, but yeah. Yeah, a blood bag is a better investment for me right now than a thrall. I'm going to slowly convert them to our ideal religion. Once that's done, I'm going to try and recruit them, and once that's done, I should be able to feed off them easily anyway. But for the time being, the main thing is that they are converted. Actually, you know what? Once I've built this out, I might even give you a large room. I wasn't really certain about that, but maybe I will. Maybe I will give you a large room. Damn it. Yeah, we'll dig that up. Put a table there and a chair. Maybe a little lamp somewhere in there. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, I think we'll do that. Table there. Chair there. I could still have a bed rest. Sorry, a wooden end table there then. But I think a light is going to be a better one. Lamp Boy has a nice... It's like... Atomic Aliens has been so long since he existed as a regular human. He was like, what do non-vampires like? They like sunlight. That's right. I'll put a sun lamp in everyone's... That'll keep those non-vampires happy. Oh my God, talking about non-vampires. Hello, hello, Raiders. Welcome. Come on in. You can join Jane. That's definitely a thing that normal people... They like to be together in large... oppressive human sprawl hives. I totally read that somewhere. Welcome everyone. Hello, come on in. It's Alex. You need to tell me how you finding it so far. We're of course playing with the DLCs. We've got 2 mods, P music, because come on, really? You could not have P music. Ever since Italix showed me that, I have been unable to play this game with that turned off. To the point that, honestly, if it was the sort of mod that's like, well, it's still being updated, I might have actually forestalled this stream. I need, even if I don't get Yayayo, I need the chance. The chance is enough. We had a hell of a normal naked brutality, Randy losing his fun stat. Well, I have actually dialed things down a little bit. I had no idea what it was going to be like with some of the different xenotypes. So we've actually gone down to, what is it? Blood and whatever? The setting behind losing his fun. And because I wanted to avoid the chance of us ending up with just a boring first year, I elected to have Cassandra instead. So there was going to be a guaranteed escalation of difficulty at a steady pace. So hopefully we will get to see all that things have to offer. We've already been raided by the cancer crew. That's so on the nose. A balding young woman. Oh, well, actually, I say young woman. A balding old woman from the cancer crew who are a waster pirate faction. Like, really? The cancer crew. God damn it. It is a raider gang. I think we had 7 raids. Randy was Randy was super spicy for you then. Yeah, 2 of them were quite quest raids too. Though. Oh, okay. Did you design your own xenotype? Yeah, a balding genie woman. Yes, she's a genie. She's an engineer from the cancer crew. Hey, Gavin Hawk. Thank you very much, mate. But yeah, we've got 2 mods. One is P Music and the other one is the purely cosmetic CCP vanilla stone tweaks, because I just like having the nice sharp contrast between marble and slate. Those are my 2 more or less must-haves. Otherwise, this is like mechanically this is a vanilla run. You say a wimp from the pain cult. Our vampire boy here. Okay, so Demi decided that we were gonna walk in Etal's footsteps, and our fluid ideology is guilty. I don't know if you're playing with the guilty ideology at the moment, but that's what we're playing with, and you're the only other person I've known who's played with the guilty ideology. So pain is idealized, and charity is essential, and various other things is all the rest of the stuff. We venerate the Toxalope. Maybe that is our great sin that we're trying to undo. Perhaps we, in an earlier time, were perhaps responsible for the engineering of the Toxalope. Poor little thing. He is playing guilty. I don't know if Demi even knew that, but yeah, we're both guilty. I see. Great minds and all. Yeah, all simple minds seldom differ. Archotechnist and priest. We've got. Oh no, chat. They renamed it when I had to reload to... Okay. Etal, tell me if you've ever done this. We went through the whole thing of making the ideology, went through the whole thing, and it took ages, by the way. It was like 3 hours-ish by the time that we unpaused. All the way through finding a pawn that we wanted, a whole host of people from our Xenophane. Our Xenotype. And after chat voted on who we were going to take out of them, I renamed them, and I clicked go, and I didn't move them into the selected area. I named the right person, and I had them on my screen, but they weren't selected. So we launched with a single person who was someone else. And so yeah, we had to redo all of that again. It only took us like 40 minutes because a lot of things were actually saved. There's actually a way to modify it with dev tools outside of waiting for fluid points. Tyrant himself actually showed me how back when Ideology released. Yes, actually. I know we can do that. In fact, it wasn't Tynan, but it was one of the other dev team who showed me how to change things. But this was way back with Ideology when there were a couple of things that were kind of broken. But they did show me how to fix some artifacts and namings and stuff like that. Don't remember how to do it now, but Oh, and then chat timed him out. Oh, so that's when chat was jealous that Tynan had insider info on how to fix Rimworld and could Jeff better than any of them could ever possibly hope to Jeff, and that's why they timed him out. Now it all makes sense. Chat is cruel. Chat is very jealous. It's just activating dev mode, then you have the option to earn the ideology chat and edit. Oh, well, there we are. Calissa Fox seemed to remember. Tynan is Jeff King, confirmed. Yeah, apparently. But the Jeff peasants decided to rebel. And were successful the first time. Well done, Jeff peasants. But okay, so the important part is... sorry, I missed it if you mentioned it. Did you run with your own xenotype? That may have been what you meant when you said normal naked brutality run. And that's why it's now called Time Anyone but Tynan. Yes. Timeout italics. No, I already scored a headshot. I'm good for a good long while. That memory will sustain me. I got timed out and I was innocent. Were you though? Are you sure about that? It was one joke. Well, it was one joke. That's like saying, I got sent to jail and I was innocent. It was only one murder. Yes. I'm on to you. But, for those... Okay, so... We started off as a rich explorer. The options were we could start as a mechanist, or whatever they call mechanator, or whatever. The Sanguophage... Or, I presented Chad the option that we could design our own. And if we weren't Rich Explorer, we could pretty much design anything. So, of course, they wanted to design a vampire. And slowly, little by little, more and more anime influences came in. And eventually, we ended up with something that's kind of somewhat reminiscent of Vampire Hunter D. It was a very wibbly-wobbly, windy, kind of scenic route to a vampire. But since it's not super accurate, it is way overpowered. But it should allow us to see a lot of random stuff. But yeah, so here we go. Feast your eyes on this redonkulously complex sad boy. I did try to rein in some of it. You're deathless? Yes. Well, the reason for that was that chat was going, oh, let's make zombies. And the whole, oh, well, you can only die if someone takes your head off your shoulders. But yeah, Deathless is in here. Gene Implanter as well. That's largely so we can see whether it implants the Archite genes or just the regular genes or not. Cosmetic things here and there. Awful at artistic, poor at plants, great at melee, unstoppable, elongated fingers, dark vision, sterile, robust, beautiful. Kill thirst, strong melee. Oh, that's true. We're going to need to deal with kill thirst because we didn't kill Jane. Damn. Tinder skin, mild UV sensitivity, pessimist, fast runner, super clotting, fast wound healing, long jump legs, death rest, blood feeder, hemogenic, gene implanter, and deathless. Can't wait to start my playthrough. Eager to do a blood-loving demon-style colony that's all about hedonism. Yeah, that is definitely an Anne Rice book right there. Basically, the blood feed and the fire is the only weakness. No, I would say... Where was the other ones? There's Death Rest, which... I'm not really sure if I would count that as a weakness, if I'm perfectly honest, but the fact that it gives metabolic efficiency, and then the skills and kill thirst is also considered a weakness if we go by the metric of it gives us points to spend. Also pessimist, UV sensitivity, tinder skin. But yeah, they are stupidly powerful. Remember, don't overdo the blood hedonism or else you may create a new chaos god. That is always a risk, yes. Now, the interesting thing with death rest is if you are the only colonist, you are going to absolutely be boned. But obviously, having a couple of other people around is going to help with that. Hopefully, we can get them converted by that time. But yeah, you can consider this run more or less just to faff around and see what can be done with it. This is not... If we die early, I am going to be shocked. Actually shocked. The idea here is that we're going to live long enough to see some of the cool new stuff coming in. Can someone kill you in death rest? I mean, as long as I can take damage to the brain, then yes. Yeah, the test fun run, yeah. Yeah, mechanoid pods incoming in. I don't remember if explosions work in this game the way they do in some games where they apply damage to all parts of the body. If so, that might be an interesting one. I really do need you to bring this in though, dude. Do we want this knife in... Yeah, we do. If you could prioritize hauling that. I'm sorry to have woken you up. I know it sucks, but life is life. Oh, that's another point, actually. I should... Can I allow you to hunt with a melee weapon? I don't know if that's a modded option or not. Yeah, the thing with this character is that we didn't go full Sanguophage, so they aren't super immune in any way. They can get sick like anyone else. I'm very interested to know how that works. They're also not ageless. They also don't have any kind of aging restrictions or different way that they get old. So that would also be a very interesting one to see how that would happen. Sadly, I feel the Geneva Convention is just a checklist for most of my colonies. I don't know why I enjoy it so dark, oh my lord. Well, we were having a great deal of fun looking over the new prisoner options in here. It's like, oh yeah, you know, we can go down a blood feed. So I thought initially they would have to be a colonist to allow us to blood feed. But apparently, no, you can just blood feed. If you've got them in a prison, it's like, you don't get a choice. I'm going to drink your blood. But then, you know, going down again, it's like, actually, you know, you're a bit stinky. So I don't want to drink the blood directly from you. I would like to extract the blood and then pour it into a nice, you know, clean goblet and then drink it from there. It's like you can go full industrial blood collection with this, which is a little bit grim. Oh, Nate, thank you very much for the 15 months, mate. Of course we're civilized. We're just a depressy spaghetti boy. Now, the thing being asked there, Dan asked, well, I did wonder the difference between blood feed and hemogen farm. You could be a vampire without the ability to blood feed. This is a gene. You don't need the gene to be able to do blood feed. You just need hemogen. If you didn't have blood feed as an ability, you could still get hemogen packs and drink them to top up your hemogen requirements. Also, being outside in the daytime, my peeps don't really like it. Yeah, absolutely. Could amputate their legs so they couldn't ever get away, and just keep them as a blood bag. Just feed them to make sure they don't die, and occasionally drink their blood. And people will worry that, you know, Rimworld with children in it was going to be grim. No. Totally normal and in every way respectable. Right, We need to chop some trees, and we need to get some more food growing now that we've got a blood bag to sustain. We need to be able to select exercise to humans for the health of the blood-making organs. Oh, that's true. Yes, we can't have their heart decaying, can we? It's very true. And we've got to get at least decent food for them. Otherwise, their organs might get fatty, and again, heart disease. Very good point. I kind of want to do a Castlevania run now, where I play Dracula with the aim of wiping out all the human settlements. I mean, you could totally do that if you wanted to. You could start off ridiculously OP, but just be a single person. There we are. Okay, now what I would like over here is to add in some, I guess, simple meals. Might as well just be the simple variety. Make baby food? Oh, yes, make baby food. I have to check. Sad. Cannot make baby food out of babies. I had to check, chat. Oh, I miss being able to rename things. Right, okay, so pretty much anything is allowed, I would say. Well, actually, maybe I shouldn't include human meat. Do this until you've got 4, I guess, for now. Exactly the same, but I will allow all animal products, and do this until they have 3. Well, actually, we'll make the 4 until we have 8. There we go. Oh, I like this song. But it is called baby food. That doesn't mean it contains babies. Which is honestly, in my opinion, an example of false marketing. Are the different xeno-human meats listed? Good call. Well, I think they always refer to the xenotypes as there's baseline human. So I imagine that they're all considered human. They're just modified humans rather than baseline. Oh, do I have it? Oh, I do. I do apologize, yeah. Nope. Until we have 8. Until we have 3. Thank you very much for catching that. It's been so long, chat. There you go. Have some of our precious food. A fair bit more trees to chop. You know what? At this point, I think it might be better for me. A, remove those floors. B, remove the urns. Claim and then reinstall. Yeah, sure. Let's bring the urns down here so this room is quite beautiful. That'll be very helpful for us. Can't wait to see what the modders do with this stuff. I strongly imagine the modders are going to be adding different genes to unlock. It's going to get wild. I can only assume that enhanced genetics will... Sorry, expanded... Is it expanded organ? Oh, I forget the name of the mod now. But I can only assume that some of those... And Rim genetics will be updated to work with this. Sparkling vampires is going to be a thing. Oh, please no. I think I already found one for animal genetics. I haven't played with it yet. It would not surprise me in the least little bit. All right, let's turn this on so we can see at least the decent areas for food, for farming. Right, so zone. Growing zone. Dunk. Expand this out. Oh, I like the little plop sounds. That's quite cool. Alright. Do I want one massive area? No, I do not. Actually, thinking about it, let's strip that down and then build a new one over here. There you go. Right, so this one, I can honestly just have them plant potatoes, to be perfectly honest. There's no reason not to. Potato plants there, and this one... well, yeah, this would be useful to have corn. But corn is... fertility sensitive, very high fertility sensitivity, so I guess we'd go with this. Do I have enough? Yeah, we do have enough planting actually to plant anything, so I could just have a huge thing of heel root, frankly. Gonna do a thing like that. I'm gonna shrink that so this can be a divider, and we're gonna have roses planted there, just so that it lifts up their happiness a little bit. And then following that, I'm going to carve this area off for heel root. That is a very pleasant sound, though. I guess all I could do is up here I could have cotton plants. Yeah, sure. Job's a good un. Yeah, it's not quite Oni xylophone, but it is good. I agree. I am a fan. Really? I suppose I haven't said you're not allowed, so... Did you need that, though? Realistically speaking, your needs should be amazing. I mean, you should be taking care of recreation right now, but you're not happy with the darkness, so I do need to give you a light. A little standing lamp would be good enough. Right there. I could put one in here as well, but we don't need one because we've got dark vision, and the darkness doesn't... We're a night owl and we've got dark vision, so not only does the darkness not slow us down, it doesn't bother us either. Seems like a good place to be, honestly. I'm a little surprised there's no artificial blood recipe for those vampires with conscience. I mean, a vampire with a conscience would just need to get permission. I mean, like, the whole True Blood thing was not about consent and you know, ethics. It was about the fact that it freed them from the need to feed on humans. Real blood TM. Yeah, no, exactly. If you were like an ethical vampire, you would simply have to ask. Perhaps trade. But as long as the other person gave you permission and was okay with it. Yeah, we've got a light being installed. Worry not, chat. That's going to be a problem. Especially for a vampy boy who will quite possibly burst into flame at the result of that exploding. Much sadness. What do add this into the home zone so that we'll clean it. Certainty is dropping, but we're not a very good talkerer. So that's going to be a rough one. What's wrong with Jane? What do you mean, what's wrong with Jane? Oh, they're recovering from the beating that we gave them. Do rather need this place to warm up, to cool down a little bit. Need to get research on the go sooner rather than later, I would say. To that end, I'm thinking of expanding the area out here to include a door there would be fine. But actually, thinking about that. See, what we don't want to do is invite insects into our base just yet. So I think instead we'll do something like this. And then have the research bench back here. But at the moment, I'm going to be honest, we don't really have the time to do any research, but this would be for eventually. More of an eventual thing rather than a now thing. We'd need to expand it though. Maybe have an access point back here, maybe a little corridor, depending on where the roof is. We could have a look at that, in fact. Not too bad. Dropped it by 10%. I'm on board with that. Really? You're going back for a single stump each time? Let's have a look at what your work schedule is. Grow and plant cut. Oh, haul is a 2. Yeah, we don't need haul to be a 2 anymore. That was an emergency right at the beginning of the game, just to make sure we got everything inside. That is definitely not what we should be working on now. Yes, the shelf is finally useful for compacting tiles. It is a thing. Oh my lord, so much of my day is being spent walking back and forth. It's kind of frustrating. We need more people. On the plus side, though, generally speaking, we are actually managing our mood fairly well. We're currently rolling with a biphasic sleep cycle, and because they're a quick sleeper, we only need a few 6 hours of sleep I've set up, and that seems to be keeping us at a very, very good place. Yep, the shelf can hold, I think, a total... the double shelf can. Each shelf space can hold 3 things, and there are now single tile shelves, yeah. Hey, the lazy pirate, how you doing, mate? Yeah, having a bit of recreation now. And this is basically keeping their mood in the very upper portions. I figured that this was better early on, especially when I only have one character, as a break is going to take so much time away from us, and we've got death sleep looming as well. Where is the list of death sleep needs? Is that going to say anything? Might not. I'm fairly certain that we did see the death rest requirement at some point. Not. Oh, Shadar Yard, thank you very much for the 5 gift subs. That's super kind of you. Next to is it next to Hemogen? Oh, God. Thank you very much for catching that. That's so bad. But yeah, here's our death rest. So we're at 74%. In 19.1 days, we're going to have death rest. At that point, we will be completely at the mercy of the game. Where we are in the world is a location which will have some degree of acid fog, but just not much. Can you be a vegan vampire who only drinks blood from vegans? God damn it. Can I select the tile? Yes, I can. We are going to have acidic smog every 179 days on average. Rat meat rotted away. Well, that's frustrating, but oh well. We didn't have enough to make any other food, so that's just the way that is. Also, thank you ever so much for that hype train there. Diolch yn fawr iawn. Bearded Beauty with the 300 bits. Thank you. I mean, you could totally have like a roleplay thing. Yeah, as Callissa's saying, you could totally do roleplay. If you want to have your vampire only drink blood from vegans, you can do that. Right, sleep time. I'm giving you a lot of jobs, and you're not getting the place cleaned up too urgently, so I'm going to pop that up a little bit higher for now. Let's just get this place cleaned, please. There we go. That is perfect, and then we'll pop that back down to a 3. There we are. All of the planting all of the time. Perfect. This is what we like to see. They've actually got quite a decent plant skill, which is amusing considering they've got a malice to their planting abilities. But they've still got 10, which is kind of shockingly good, considering they're losing 4. Yeah, it would take a little bit to set it up, but you could probably set up more or less any kind of vampire characters that you wanted to. There's really very little restriction on that. How are they doing recreation-wise? Social interaction is 28%, chemical consumption 14%, current expectation is extremely low, each tolerance falls by 18% per day. Awake, having 2 recreation types is recommended. Yep, we're fine. Can the malice be overcome eventually? I don't know, actually, on that one. I've got a Mechanitor who is currently on travel, and I've got a power line running outside my base. The only guy on base cannot firefight, and the line is on fire. Well, that seems rather unfortunate. Almost finished with that now. Time for delivering noms. Alright. Coming up to recreation break time. There we go. At least you're bringing back some random odds and sods, though. Right, Jane, how are you doing with your current belief? Not too bad. As soon as they are converted, we will try and recruit them. It's going to take some time, but as long as we can get that to happen before death rest becomes an issue. And right now, we don't use up much hemogen just to live, so as long as we're not using our abilities, we should be fine. Now we're going to start mining, and if we're lucky, we'll be able to dig a door in through here. All comes down to whether... Oh, we might be able to do this. If that is... Ah, damn it. Stick overhead mode. One thing I couldn't afford it to be. Okay, we can still make this happen, though. I just need to change some of my ideas. So, door there. Door there. I'm trying to avoid encouraging the wrath of the insects right now. Oh, Desukun, thank you very much for the 400 bits there. That's incredibly kind of you. No, Jane isn't. Jane isn't a slave. They're a straight up prisoner. I want to reinstall this. Well, actually, I want to reinstall it there, if I'm honest. We now need a door on this side, right there. This can also be reinstalled. For the time being, I'll just pop it up there just so I can move some things around. Let's get all of those out. And reinstall this. There. This besides it. And I guess it doesn't really matter with this, but there we go. Done and done. Okay. What? We've had problems with the rats before. Where did the rat just die? No idea. Honestly, having a warg out here is probably going to be really good for us because we're a melee focus, so we don't realistically want to go outside and fight. We can, but we've got no skill with ranged. Which is a bit of a problem. Whereas we are reasonably skilled with melee. That is still a problem, though, if I'm perfectly honest. Though, watching the way that the clotting works was actually quite cool, because they effectively just self-bandage automatically. Oh, there we are. Perfect. Jump to location. Hello. Now that that's happened, I would like to recruit you. Should happen fairly quickly, I would imagine. Though we are going to badly need some food for that to take place. Balls are dangerous. Not as dangerous as I am, but they're dangerous enough. Are there any easier targets around? I think I saw a turkey on the screen, didn't I? Yeah. Alright. We're going to have to go out there and get them. Oh, did I not see the turkey over here? Oh, there they are. The other one is just above. Alright. Draft. I want you to go here and melee attack the turkey, please. I can use my hemogen to make some pretty rapid jumps. Let's have a look at the log. We tore the turkey in the tail savagely. The turkey bit them in the torso, and then we bit off the turkey's body. We bit off their body? Isn't that otherwise known as biting off their head? We're lucky that didn't cause them to decompose, because we do have venom fangs. Where's the other turkey? There we are. Now he held onto the head and put the entire body in his mouth and then chomped. Ah, I see. Makes a lot of sense now. Right, well, that's got a bit of poison in there. Did that cause it to... Toxic build to go initial again? Did you bite their body off again? Yeah. God damn it. This is wild. Right, now if we have a look at their health, the bites are automatically bandaged, and that's just because they've got very potent clotting abilities.